Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to all my lovely regular viewers, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So this is another Valentine's video, and I'm going to be using some of the new products that I got from Glitterbels. But if anyone remembers, in a couple of my last videos you can see how much I damaged my nails. Well, it started to go down. There's no pain or anything in it, but I just wanted to show you. It still looks a bit meh, but it definitely is growing out, and there's no breakage in skin or nail or anything. So I just want to show some of the new products that I've got here from Glitterbels, but I have got them from my local distributor, and that is Scratch Nails NI. So I did pop her details on the screen, but I'll also pop her details in the description box below. So just remember, guys, that sometimes at Glitterbels, head office, like the main Glitterbels site, if they're sold out of products, always try the local distributors. Some of the educators carry stock as well, so you could always try them. Scratch Nails NI, they always have a lot of stuff. So go on, give them a look on their website, see what they have, and always remember, if Glitterbels doesn't have it on their site, check some of the others. On this set, I'm using the Extreme Coffin tips. I haven't taken any of the length down and haven't done anything with shape them. All I've done is literally stick them on the nails, and they are fab. So I'm starting out with Pinkerbel cover. I thought that it might have covered this a little bit more, so I am going to go in and place more up around the cuticle area and just build up that apex, because it is a core powder. So even putting on that extra little bit up at the cuticle area, I can still see that bruised nail starting to show through. So the only way that I'm going to be able to hide that is to do a cuff of rhinestones when I'm finished with this nail. So I'm doing an extended nail bed, and then I'll go in with some of the colours that I'll be using on this set. On now to the ring finger, and this is the new one that Glitterbels has brought out. It's called Holiday Romance, and it is perfect for coming up to Valentine's season. So it's like coral based. Whenever I first got it, I was like, why couldn't it have been pink, or red Valentine's? But it's this coral. But honestly, it is really, really gorgeous. But I hope, please Glitterbels, bring out this in different colours, because it is gorgeous. So what I'm doing on this nail is going to be more or less a full coverage of this Holiday Romance, but I'm going to start to thin it out the closer it gets to the free edge, so you kind of see the glass or the clear tip starting to show through. Onto the little finger now, and I'm just slightly out of frame in this one, but it does come back into frame once I start to put the rest of the beads on. So this is the Cocktail Sparkle, which is a gorgeous shimmery, it's like a corally red colour, more on the coral side than the red, so it goes perfect with this holiday romance. So this is going to be a full coverage of this colour all over the nail, and then I'm going to go in and add just some of the little hearts from that holiday romance and some hot crush just to give it a bit of bling. So I'm going to go in with the hot crush first to lay it down sort of as like a base for the hearts that is I'm going to try and sort of dig out of the holiday romance. I don't really want too much of the little dots. I want to just try and give it more of the hearts. So at the start of this, you can see that I put the hearts on the bottom of the nail. I was kind of going to do it like just a few hearts, and then I thought, no, that doesn't look right at all. It just put me right off, and I've taken them all off, and I've went back in then with the hot crush first. So yeah, definitely doing the hot crush first and in that little squiggly swishy line that I normally do. I think that it looks much better. So I've realised that I keep going out of screen, so I do move my camera back a little bit just so that my hand is more in frame. 'Cause sometimes when I'm doing my own nails, I'm not really aware of looking into the camera to make sure everything, you know, is in frame okay. So it's something that I'm definitely going to have to work on. So sorry guys. But yeah, isn't that so much better doing that swish than having the just the holiday romance at the bottom? So you can see I'm literally just going to dig out the hearts and place them sort of the right way down. Just going down that sort of swishy line. So onto the pointer finger now, or as I should say, index finger, that my 15-year-old son was listening to me doing a voiceover, and he said, "Mom, the pointer finger?" He says it's the index finger. So pointer, index, whatever way you want to call it, I call it the pointer finger. So this is going to be an ombre, so I'm doing most of the ombre, the cocktail sparkle, and then I'm going to bring it right up, more or less just over that natural nail, and then I'm going to ombre it with the Pinkerbel cover. So when I'm doing an ombre, I always prefer the first colour that I lay down to be cured before I go in and place the transition colour. This last little bead that I've placed on, you can see I'm feathering it up towards the cuticle area, so there's not going to be any harsh lines whenever I go in with my Pinkerbel cover to do the ombre. Onto the thumb now, and you can see I'm learning to become a contortionist whenever the shape that I hold my hand to do my thumbs. So I'm getting in with a cocktail sparkle up right close to the cuticle area, and I'm patting it around. I'm having my thumb in a downward slope so that nothing is going to run into my cuticles or my side walls. So I'm just going to blend that down over where my natural free edge will be, and then I'll go in and do the rest of the nail with a marble. The colours I'm going to marble with are the Snowdrops White, the Cocktail Sparkle, and some of the Coral Sunrise, just to bring all those colours together. And then on top of that, once the marble's done, the little transition line between the Cocktail Sparkle that was laid up around the nail bed area and going into the marble, I'm going to cover that with the Hot Crush. So to do the marble, I'm placing down really wet beads of all the colours that I'm marbling with, and then using the tip of my brush, I just kind of sweep it through and just pull it down, tidy up the side walls, and then move on to the next bit. So I thought, just to tie the thumb in with the rest of the nails, I'm just going to hunt out some more of those little hearts and just place it on over the hot crush, and just in and around just different areas of that thumbnail. So back to the middle finger now, and that Pinkerbel cover has all cured. So I'm going in with my Glitterbels metal board file, and I'm just going to crisp up that smile line. So now that I've got the smile line the way I want it, I think I was being too picky about it. I'm going in with some of the cocktail sparkle. So I'm only going to put it up around the smile line area. I'm not going to bring it down the rest of the nail, because I want the bottom of that nail to be the same as the ring finger and have that holiday romance start to fade out to a glass end. In with a little bit of the Coral Sunrise now, and I'm just going to blend that into the cocktail sparkle, but I am going to add some of the hot crush over this as well. So in with the hot crush, I'm literally only putting a tiny bit of the hot crush on because I want the holiday romance to more or less be on its own, and that all those colours kind of fade out to this holiday romance. So back now to the pointer finger, and I'm going to go in with the Pinkerbel cover just to do that ombre. So you can see I placed that bead right up at the cuticle area, patted it into place to make sure that it wasn't flooding the cuticles or the sidewalls, and then I did my swipe to ombre it down onto that cocktail sparkle. Now that all the acrylic, the coloured acrylic and the glitter has been laid, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cap all the nails in the glass slippers. I'm only going to show the little finger being capped though, because they're all done exactly the same way and I like to keep the videos not too long. So now that all the nails have been capped and it has all cured, it's time to go ahead and start your filing routine. So I always start my filing routine at the side walls. I'm using, again, my Glitterbels metal board file with a 180 grit refill on it. So I always start at the side walls to make sure they're nice and straight, and then I go to the lower arches, which is what I'm doing now, and I make sure that's nice and straight and coming out in line with the natural nail. Then I'll go to the free edge and I'll make sure that's nice and straight, usually by holding my file vertically. And then I'll go to the cuticle area. You can see I've changed file. I find that the metal board file is maybe a little bit too rigid to file over the rest of the nail. So you want a file that has a little bit more flexibility when you're filing over the rest of the nail, and then just use your board file, your metal file, for getting your nice straight edges. Sometimes I will use my e-file for going around the cuticle area and just making sure that everything is nice and flush. And then on the odd occasion I'll use my e-file to go over all the nails, but in this instance I'm only doing it around the cuticle area and just at the side walls. So once I've finished with my hand files and I'm happy with the shape of them, I'll go in with my buffer. Just that's going to take out any of the harsh lines that have been left behind with the board file or the normal file. So now that they've all been filed and shaped, I'm just going to give them a quick wipe over with some of my alcohol, just to remove any of the dust and debris, and then it's top coat time. So in with the Glitterbels, no white top coat now. I did think I had enough in this bottle to do this set, but I do end up grabbing a new bottle and finishing the rest of the nails. So I'm really looking forward to see how this holiday romance is once the top coat hits it. I just want to see how it comes to life, and it's so gorgeous. I literally just can't believe how nice it is. And once the top coat is on it, the way when the light hits it, you see all those different iridescent colors. Oh, it's so nice. So because it's a glass nail underneath, I'm going to run that top coat brush just on the underside of the nail as well. So the top coat has all been cured, and I'm going to do some 3D flowers on the ombre fingernail. So I'm going to do like ombre flowers as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip it into the cocktail sparkle first and then into the Snowdrops White. So this is a new brush. This is the first time I have used, this is Glitterbels 3D acrylic brush. So so far, yes, it seems that it's good, it's doing the job, but for some reason it literally only picks up the tiniest of beads. So I'll have to have a play with it and just see. Yeah, I think with any new brush you always have to have a play with them so you can see exactly how it goes. But this is the first I've used it, so So I am going to let you watch the first flower being done. I do sort of like the large flower, then the medium-sized flower, and then a smaller one. But for the other flowers, I'm just slightly too much out of frame, so I'm only going to show one of them. I will do another video just dedicated to 3D artwork, so I'll get that sorted and I'll get that up. So just to finish off the rest of the nails, I've got this new rhinestone glue that I'm going to test out. So I'm just going to put a cuff of rhinestones around the middle finger just to hide that bruising that's just starting to peek through a little bit of that Pinkerbel cover. And then I'll just place a few small rhinestones around the flowers. And here is the finished set, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, you know what to do. Hit that like button, and for those of you that haven't subscribed, you could also go ahead and hit that subscribe button now, and I will see you back with another Valentine's video. So take care, see you soon, bye.